And what's going on here? We ain't got no engines.
We got no windows, do we?
Alright, so as some people have seen some videos in my Steam Workshop, I currently have this guy, the older version of it anyway, on my Steam Workshop, available for download, available for use, multiple colors. It's a pretty fun little vehicle. This is the update version, soon to be hitting my workshop. Added a gas cap so people know where to add the gas. It's got several more attachments now. And yeah, so we're gonna get into that. But I wanted to show you the newer version of even this that I've been working on. And it's this version. It's got a different style suspension, whereas that one has a traditional vanilla, just transitioning or translation up and down suspension. This one runs on a radius, if you've seen some of my off-roading vehicles. And this one has a few more attachments even. And I thought we'd take a look at this. So currently I have on here, on my little test setup, I'm running Rag Tyson's immersive vehicle mods. If you haven't seen it, you need to check it out. It's on Steam Workshop. It's available now. Mark's also recently did a video about it on what it adds as far as features. High beams, low beams, use the oil, turn the heat on and off, all those type of features. So I've incorporated that into this a little bit, or added it, and made sure mine works with it rather. And wanted to kind of go over a few things. Figured I'd show you how to fit all this stuff and then some that I still didn't take off. All this stuff fits in this vehicle, all the slots. And what's going on here? We ain't got no engines. We ain't got no engine. So I turned it into a slot. Go ahead and just start with that. So we got a couple engines here, just for what I've started with for now. We got that one, and then we got this other little small block. It's just got a little engine symbol here. You can add your little engine next to the headlights and whatnot. I thought it was a cool little addition. Just, the vehicle runs even if you don't have an engine in it, but I don't know, kind of cool to have that on there. Also, down here we've added some slots for supplies. So, of course, that works. You can add your log in, some sheet metal, and a plank. That way you have your gear to base build a little bit. Close that up. We got some other sections. We got a roof rack. So currently there is a large tent on the roof rack. I'll show you the roof rack once we get it completely assembled. But several spots for loot. We got a spot for a sea chest. Go ahead and throw that on here. We got a spot for a crate. Go ahead and throw that on top of there as well. Somewhere. There we go. What else goes on here? We got an axe over here. And that'll attach right to one of the sides. Can go on either side. Attaches to the side of the roof rack. And you can use rifles or anything that would attach to your shoulder, melee and or weapon. Again, reversible, either slot. From there, we got a little bit more gear. We can throw some gas cans on here. That way we have some jerry cans for the trip. I've also made some red ones. They look green in your hands. I'll figure that out later. But definitely not going to run out of gas on the trip. And what else is there? Something else goes on top. There we go. We got a power generator. Don't know why. Just made a slot for it. Thought it would look kind of cool sitting up there. And it does indeed. I think so anyway. I like it. Of course, along with your engine in the engine bay, your battery, spark plug, radiator, and your headlights. You got your door panels. And no vehicle will be complete without a spare tire. So let's throw some tires here. We got a spare tire here. Nice brand new Super Swamper. I got this tire textured by my friend Blue. He used Substance Painter and Blender to kind of bring the faces down, make it more clean working for the game. I have several sizes. This is the 44-inch. It's kind of big, but it does fit. We have directional wheels for the left and the right. Go ahead and throw some of these on the vehicle. And not all tires work on every slot. These are for the left. And then, of course, we have the right side, too. Just something kind of wanted to do. I like all these real tire brands. So I thought I would add them into, I don't know, something I was messing with. Just so I could have some tires that I kind of grew up with when me and my buddies were customizing our off-road vehicles. Had a couple Jeeps myself. And then we have some tires, which using Rags immersive vehicles, you have to put the jack up to take them back off. Wheels are locked. It will not let you take them. You will have to put the jack under the vehicle. Now for vanilla vehicles or lower vehicles, this would slide under it and lift the vehicle. My vehicle is a bit tall, but I have learned that as long as the jack is put within the vicinity of the vehicle, you can still access the wheels, take them off, put them back on, all that. And of course, probably want to take your jack with you. So plenty of cargo space in here. Just pick it up, throw it in any of the crates or other things. And that's not all. We still have space back here. What could we possibly put back here? Go ahead and close the roof rack. We got the cabin. So in the cabin, we got room for a barrel somewhere in here. There we go. I messed up some of those symbols for the GUI, but that's all right. Can always fix that. So it holds 2 barrels side by side. Holds a couple camo nets. Everybody likes to have a camo net to lag up their base, right? You gotta have 30 of those on every base. So why not carry a couple in your cargo there? And gotta have a jerry can, just in case those top 3 on the back here aren't enough for you. Go ahead and add another one right there at the end. And as the roof rack also has spares, I put a spare on the inside of the vehicle. Can never have enough spare tires. So there we go. That one there is a Nitto mud grappler sitting on an American Racing steel wheel. Oh, let's get rid of this engine. We can only put one in the car at a time, of course. And we still have a few more things here. Nothing major. Just a couple things like a knife. I'll put a little slot for a pistol. If I can grab it. That is my dog. Canteen. Also, depending on the mod you have, a first aid kit will fit there. If you have something that tells it to fit on the belt slot, which is what the canteen is doing. And then a radio. If you have it on, you can still communicate with your friends. Just like you would with the game chat. And now we have a fully decked out vehicle. Oh, I lied. We got one more slot because I had to get it from somewhere. And there we go. So within this vehicle, and it might be too much, we got an engine bay that has all your standard pieces along with an engine. We got your body panels, some wheels, a roof rack that has some stuff, a cabin that has some stuff only accessible through the cabin, again, roof rack, and some regular supplies, and then a standard vanilla style 300 slots for your cargo. And this one is a mighty bit taller than its original starting position. We'll get them out next to each other so we can compare them. This one is a lot more capable. We left the back door, and that's no good. Reverse, so there, start with that. There's the reverse lights. When you put your reverse on, it's got your brake lights, and it's got your regular lights. And also with the immersive vehicles, you can hold L, and you get some high beams in there. So that's a nice little touch. And It's a little bit wider than normal vehicles. It's a little bit wider than even the original starting point. Oh no! So the wheels. That's part of Rag Tyson's immersive vehicle mod. So if you don't lock your wheels down with a lug wrench, your wheels can pop off. They have a chance to. They don't always. I actually rode around for about 15 minutes earlier and did not lose a wheel one time until I was trying to climb up a part of a river. So to eliminate that from happening, you got to have a lug wrench. And I'm not going to go over all the features of that mod. I just enjoy what it does with my mod for the concept of off-roading. Adds a little bit more immersion to the whole concept. I guess I could have made myself some nice weather for the video, but no worries there. And now your wheels are locked on and you don't have to worry about them falling off. And of course you're probably going to want to keep that lug wrench with you. So it's a good bit taller, a fair bit taller. Since this original release, like I said, this one has a lot more features to it now. This one got a few more features as well, just with the off-roading abilities of the new suspension style that I've done. And I think we'll probably go ahead and fast forward to one of those moments so I can show you what this little guy is capable of. Alright, so I've teleported us over here to a little section of trail I like to test my vehicles on. Show you the nice little plaid seats. Got several different colors of those. Might make those a slot similar to how I did the engine. Just a way for you to customize the vehicle. Also, we got a little air freshener, right? Keep it fresh on them trails. Got to have a little green tree. And I'm using Vehicles 3PP. This is a mod that lets you run your server in first person, but for vehicles, you can run third person, which is quite nice, especially for these type of vehicles. I have a further camera distance than most vehicles have because you will want to see all the way around these things. And they're pretty capable. The original version, the smaller version of this, is only locked in the rear, whereas this one is locked in the front and the rear. Tap the space bar, get a little clutch kick out of it sometimes. Oh, we don't want to go all the way down there, probably get stuck. I don't want to mess with that right now. But this one, locker front and rear, running 488 gears, if that means anything to some of y'all off-roaders out there, or enthusiasts. And this suspension is quite flexible. Lets you tackle some better obstacles. Oh, we're going to get stuck right in this hole here. I'm going to go ahead and cheat a little bit. There we go. Let's get ourselves out of the ditch that we were about to get stuck in. So I can show you some of the better stuff about this vehicle. So with the lockers front and rear, it's got a lot more grip. You lose some turning radius at higher speeds, but it does have some nice off-road abilities because, as you can see, all your wheels turn together. Makes it a lot harder for you to get stuck. Also, as we noticed there, when you're tacking the engine out, you'll get some black smoke, a little bit of backfire, a little bit of flames there, letting you know, hey, you're maxing out here, you're hurting your engine. Just crawls right down in there. I love this Jeep. So this was the original Jeep I first made work. It's the first vehicle I ever made work in DayZ, and fast forward, I don't know, what are we, 5 months into the journey, and I've turned it into this with some rock rails, some other nice features and capabilities. It's just turned into a really, really awesome, capable vehicle. I don't feel it's too extreme. I feel it's reasonable for what it is, especially for DayZ. It's nice to be able to just free roam these territories like this. Currently I'm going through a riverbed. I created the riverbed, but I had to have a place to test these vehicles, right? And they have proven themselves quite capable. DayZ vehicles are very capable and drive very nicely when tuned correctly. They're very finicky. The gearing with the engine torque and how much the clutch puts out and all this. There's multiple settings here, and it can really mess up a vehicle, but overall, I think I've really got this one knocked out of the park with the features I've added to it. It'd probably be another week or so before I have this on Steam, but I was too excited not to show this one off. I'm loving it. I'm having fun with it. I catch myself messing around on these trails for hours. And hopefully soon I can get a little test play open or get me a little test server and just open this up, get all the vehicles out and available so everybody can just kind of test it out, ride around, try some trails. Just try a different type of DayZ. And if this ain't your cup of tea, it's cool. I get it. Like, it's not the PvP. It's not all that. I kind of took it a different direction. This is just where my modding journey has led me, and I enjoy doing this type of stuff. But you can still hop out, go fishing, and shoot your buddy in the face. So, that's a win to me. But I'm going to mess around on these trails a little bit, see if I can't have some fun. Try out some other vehicles. We'll show some other vehicles in some other videos. But for now, I think that's it for me. I'm gonna hop out of here and go get stuck somewhere. Ah, come on. Come on. It'll do it. It'll do it. I did it earlier. But yeah. So yeah, we'll catch you on the next one, and we'll show off some other goodies that we're creating and see what I can get on the workshop for y'all. That's all for this one. Hope y'all enjoyed this shit. I'm out.